Hi, good evening. I have noticed that almost 80% of my followers and my viewers are women, and a huge majority of that percentage of women are aged between 18 and 34. And because I'm already above 34, I want to give some personal advice to young women. I have had many opportunities in life to become very successful. But I want to discuss with you some of the biggest hindrances to my success and what they have been. If I start with in Kenya, I can say confidently that the biggest hindrance to my success is being over trusting and bringing people too close into my personal space, bringing people into my house where I live, combining my businesses with my personal life, where you find like sometimes I am living in the same house as people that are working for me. And I want to urge you, learn from me and don't do the same mistake. You can have friends, you can have employees, you can have whoever you want to relate with, but do not bring people into your personal space. Do not bring people into your house. Do not bring people into your home. Did you hear me? I said, do not bring people to live inside your house. Don't. Period. I don't care who they are. I don't care how you feel sorry for them or how they are working for you. Like, there's a time when I was running an online business and I had about 20 women that were working for me. And I lived with 10 of them in the same house. When what I could have done is I could have separated my business from my residential place. When these same women set me up with the police and I got raided, everybody was involved, including my kids. So please, let me say in Swahili, usilete watu kwa nyumba yako, usiishi na watu kwa nyumba yako. Sijali kama ni marafiki. And let me say in Luo, kiki kel G-O-D. Kiki. Ponjiri kuoma, dikora millionaire malich. Kik ikel G-O-D. Value and honor your personal private space. That has been my biggest hindrance to success. The second hindrance to my success, I'm sorry to say this, but I can say that it's family. Don't get me wrong, I love my family. I don't have a bad relationship with my family. But I always knew from the beginning that I have a lot of passion about singing. It doesn't matter if I can sing or if I can't sing, whatever people say, right? It has been always my passion since I was a kid. Even when I went to the US, even when I went to Kenya, like I can always go around the world. And then I just come right back to singing again. But I could have invested in myself and in my singing. I could have gone to singing classes. Even people that are very highly professionals, you know, they do singing classes. When Kenyans contributed for me money, I could have built a music studio because that is my passion. But I always listen to my family when they tell me, in Kenya, you can never make it in music. Every time I try, they always discourage me. They discourage me. And I have nothing against my family. Please don't get me wrong. But my family have been like that huge huge barrier as to why I never pursued my real passion, what I truly believe is what I should do with my life. And now where am I again? Back to singing. And this time, I'm not listening to anybody. And please, let me repeat again, I am not in bad terms with my family. I love all my family. But in that manner that they have always discouraged me and stopped me from singing, and that they have always meant well. But if I could have just put all my energy and all my effort and all my resources, you know, into vocal training and going to school to sing and doing all that kind to sing, because that is what I knew, that is what I had since I was a kid. If I just put everything, all my money into singing and training and building a music studio, I believe things would be different today. The third thing that has been a very huge hindrance to my success is anger. I always have two extremes. I can be very, very nice, and I can be like a total bitch. When I'm nice, I'm really nice, like really nice. And usually I take in so much. I can just take in, and then I end up exploding. And when I end up exploding, it just destroys everything. So if you have that issue, like anger issue, like where you explode sometimes like me, and you're a young woman, please learn from me. Look, I have been in prison, imagine 5 years of my life, because of one little incident where a lot of things were lies. But I did light a rag on fire. I lit a carpet on fire because I found those people watching my video of my father's funeral, and then they were laughing, and then they were banging the door. And I lit that rag on fire to get their attention, but it destroyed my life in America completely. And I ended up in prison for 5 years, and then I ended up deported with nothing. When I got arrested in Kenya, I will give you guys the details of what happened. I don't want to talk about it because the video will get too long. I got arrested in Uganda for 1 month. Mark you, I have been to prison 3 times, and I am not even a criminal. It's just because of my reaction to the way that I get treated. So please, learn from me and know how you react, so you don't end up like me. I believe these have been the 3 main obstacles to my life, but it's never too late, right? I feel like it's too late, but I have learned my lessons the hard way. Some mistakes I've repeated over and over again, like trusting people over and over again and bringing people into my house, into my personal space. I have repeated that mistake over and over again. There is one woman here on TikTok who is still following me to date. She stole my laptops. Several laptops. Each that was worth 40,000 each. And she's a woman I had known for like 5 years. I trusted her. I left her in the house with my kids when I went to work at Motherland, and she stole my laptops. Not laptop, laptops. But I just had to forgive, because prison is so bad. I don't even want you in prison, despite what you did to me. But I know that God will revenge for me one day. Learn from me, young ladies. Don't be like me. I finally learned, and I think I'm ready now for success. God bless you, and have a good evening.